Good afternoon, children. We are studying about motions of the earth. And last day we studied the earth has two types of motions, namely rotation and revolution. Rotation is the movement of the earth on its axis. The movement of the earth around the sun in a fixed path or orbit is called revolution. Okay, so while rotating on its axis, uh, the earth also revolves around the sun. This motion of the earth is known as revolution. The time taken by the earth to complete one revolution around the sun comprises 1 year. Therefore, revolution of the earth is also as the annual motion. The earth takes 365 days, 5 hours, 48 minutes and 56 seconds to complete one revolution around the sun. But for our convenience, we count only 365 days in a year. The balance of remaining 6 hours is adjusted as one extra day every fourth year, which is added to the month of February of that particular year. Therefore, every fourth year, February has 29 days and that year has the 366 days. Such a year is called leap year. The extra day in the month of the February is called leap day. Okay, so I think you understood what is leap year and what is leap day. Okay, leap year means the earth takes 365 days, 5 hours, 48 minutes and 56 seconds. Okay, so this much time the earth is taking to complete one revolution. Okay, so but for our convenience we count only 365 days in a year. Okay, we are only counting 365 days in a year. It is called 1 year. The balance of remaining 6 hours is adjusted as one extra day every fourth year, which is added to the month of February. So every fourth year this balance 6 hours, 6 like that it is added to the added, then we will get 24 hours. These 24 hours every fourth year. Okay, this added to the February a particular day. Therefore, every fourth year February has 29 days and that year has 366 days. So every fourth year the February has 29 days and the year has 366 days. Such a year is called a leap year. The extra day in the month of February is called leap day. Okay, then a year is usually divided into summer, winter, spring and autumn seasons. Okay, seasons change due to the change the position of the earth around the sun. So a year is divided into 4 seasons, that is spring, winter, summer, winter, spring and autumn. Then how these seasons are changing? Because when the position of the earth around the sun is changing, that time these seasons are also changing. Okay. The picture is given below. Okay, in your textbook the picture is given. There is, I just look at that one. The position of the earth on for selected days is 21 March. Okay, 21 March position first, 21 March position first, then 21 June. Okay, 21 June is the position second, then 23 September, 23 September position third, then 22 December is the position fourth. The day on which the midday sun shines vertically overhead at the Tropic of Cancer or the Tropic of Capricorn, and the duration of day is the longest in the hemisphere, is called solistic. Okay, then what do you mean by solistic? Okay, the day on which the midday sun shines vertically overhead at the Tropic of Cancer or the Tropic of Capricorn, and the duration of day is the longest in the hemisphere. So when the sun rays is vertically or directly getting the equator side, Tropic of Cancer or Tropic of Capricorn, that day what is happening, longest day in the hemisphere is called solistic. Okay, so the position 2 and 4 are the earths are solistics. Okay, position 2 and 4 21 June and 22 December is 21 June in northern hemisphere, 22 December in southern hemisphere is solistic, because in that time 21 Tropic of June Tropic of Cancer, what is getting the sun rays is directly getting, so that places longest day is getting. Okay, then 22 December in southern hemisphere in Tropic of Capricorn it is getting sunrise is vertically getting, that time that places southern hemisphere longest day is getting. So this is known as solstice. Okay, we can look up about summer solstice and winter solstice. Okay, on 21 June, the northern hemisphere experienced the longest day and the shortest night. Okay, on 21 June, what is happening? The northern hemisphere experienced the longest day and the shortest night. The position of the earth on 21 June is known as the summer solstice because its summer is northern hemisphere. In this position, the north pole is inclined towards the sun. You just look at the this picture, then you can understand it. That is northern hemisphere inclined to the sun, okay, near to the sun. Then southern hemisphere away from the sun. Okay, this area because the Earth's position it is 66.5 degree. So that is why the northern hemisphere it is inclined to the sun and southern hemisphere is away from the sun. So that is why the direct light is getting. The position of the earth 21 June is known as the summer solstice. This position, the north pole is inclined towards sun. The sun rays fall vertically on the Tropic of Cancer. Therefore, place in the northern hemisphere experience summer season. During this time, the conditions are just the reverse in the southern hemisphere. It is the turn away from the sun. Therefore, it receives slanting rays. The duration of daylight short and it is winter season in the southern hemisphere. Okay, so in 21 June, the northern hemisphere it is near to the sun. So that is why the position of the earth, because of the position of the earth, it is near to the sun. So that area is northern the summer season, and in that northern hemisphere summer season and 21 June longest day is getting. So that is summer solstice, and that period southern hemisphere shortest day is getting because it is away from the sun. So that is winter season in that area. Okay, that is about summer solstice. Then winter solstice, same thing. The place in the southern hemisphere experience the longest day at the shortest night in 22 December. 22 December. On 22 December, the position of the earth is known as the winter solstice because it is winter in the northern hemisphere. In the position, the south pole is inclined towards sun. Okay, here south pole is inclined towards sun and north pole is away from the sun. Okay. In this position, the south pole is inclined towards the sun. The sun rays fall vertically over the Tropic of Capricorn. Therefore, it's summer season on the southern hemisphere. At the same time, it is just the opposite in the northern hemisphere, which is the turned away from the sun. It receives slanting rays of the sun. Therefore, the days are short and the nights are long. Okay. So, that is about winter solstice. Okay. Then, on 21 March, we can just look at that equinox. Okay. Equinox, how it is happening. On 21 March and September 23rd, direct rays of the sun fall on the equator. At this time, neither of the poles is tilted towards sun, so the whole earth experience equal day and equal nights. This is called equinox. So when the 21 March and September 23rd, what is happening? The direct sunrise is getting towards the equator region. So what is happening in the northern hemisphere and southern hemisphere experiencing equal day and equal night. That is known as equinox. I think you are understanding all these things. Okay, just to read out all the things. If you have any doubt, you can ask to me. Okay, thank you to listen me. So that is why 23 equinox is happening 23 September and 21 March. Direct rays is getting because of the earth position. Just look at the picture. The earth sunlight is getting directly through the equator region. So That is why equal day and equal night is getting. Okay, thank you. Read and study and understand. This chapter is over. Okay, revision also we can do. Okay, thank you.